Geelong have thrashed the Brisbane Lions by more than 60 points in each of their past two meetings, and this clash was expected to be much the same. The Cats welcoming back Joel Selwood and looking to bounce back at the Gabba after a couple of narrow losses.
Podsiadly wins the battle of strength and kicks a goal.
James Podsiadly booting his 30th season major, but the Lions were up for the challenge. Luke Power finishing a nice surge up the middle.
Releases Stiller on the left, and they should get a goal here. Power's got it, but he quickly runs on, and it's a goal. So end-to-end stuff for the Lions.
Sam Sheldon's snap then put the home side in front. The Cats looking to Pods to strike back.
Oh, big fly by Pods, and he's got it.
Brisbane, though, weren't just going to lie down, spreading the footy wide and finding Mitchell Clark.
Sets it up towards full forward. Clark goes back and takes the mark 5 metres out.
Podsiadly was keeping the favourites in it during the opening quarter, booting his third from a set shot, but still the Cats lost the first term for the 8th time this season, 8 points adrift at the break, the Lions keeping their foot down upon the resumption.
Into the path of Banfield, he's taken off. The redhead runs inside the 50, lines up and gets a goal.
Geelong flustered, well beaten in possession and making errors.
That's embarrassing too. This is not good.
The Cats finally found one through Joel Corey at the term's halfway point, but they couldn't close the gap. Patrick Karnisis with the reply.
Karnisis at the back. He'll kick a goal, Karnisis, he does.
He backed it up with another soon after. The Lions with 8 majors from 20 entries into the forward 50. Geelong staying in it and drawing within 2 after Jimmy Bartell was awarded a 50 for this and going ahead through Podsiadly's 5th.
And he does, and the Cats get back the lead.
Geelong playing a very average half, but still 2 points in front at the main break. That didn't last long as they went up the middle and found Clark again.
It's an awful kick going forward. Oh, what a mark by Clark.
Matt Stokes was caught high and put the visitors back in the lead from a set shot, but as they'd been doing all day, Brisbane found another gear.
Back inside, Banfield check side. He's got it. He's that sort of guy. You waste a couple and then you do that.
The lead changing hands 6 times by the halfway point of the third quarter, and again as Stephen Johnson came down with it.
Stevie J will put him in front. He does.
77 all, and the Lions were looking the goods until Mitchell Clark and Jonathan Brown collided.
Well, how about that? There's carnage and spillage everywhere. Bodies down.
Brown getting the worst of it and stretch it off. Clark limping to the sideline as well. A huge loss for Brisbane. Joel Selwood clearly feeling sorry for them.
A lapse in concentration.
Selwood's kick too.
Yeah, and now Selwood being told about it.
A horrible error from Selwood, Banfield making no mistakes and Brisbane hitting the lead again. He booed another to give the Lions a 12-point buffer, reduced to 3 at the last break. Geelong suddenly looking at 3 losses in a row and stepping up in the 4th.
Great return. He's kicked 2 and the Cats are back in front.
Hawkins would boot 2 majors in 2 minutes and the Cats were then up by 10 before Podsiadly chipped in with number 6.
He's still got a chance. Does he kick a 6? He does. He's the match winner.
That gave the Cats some breathing space, and when the Pod drilled his 7th, Geelong was suddenly 18 clear and showing some form. While Jimmy Bartell showed a bit more than he'd like, Pod made the most of some confusion and ran away for his 8th. The Cats finally stringing some majors together and breaking their losing streak with a 29-point win. Will McLeod, Big Pond Sport.